Chances are you and I have never met, but I definitely know this much about you. The millions of choices you made yesterday are why you are where you are today. All of us are the sum of our choices. The decisions we make determine what we do, and what we do determines our fate. It was true yesterday, it's true today, and it will be true tomorrow. Your tremendous power of personal choice is all you need to get from wherever you are to the winner's circle. People who buy lottery tickets and engage in other forms of gambling in the hope of getting rich have it all wrong. They're searching, wishing, and hoping for some force outside themselves to step in and make them rich. But every self-made millionaire will tell you that getting to the winner's circle is an inside job. Wealth is the product of choice, not chance. It isn't the hand of cards you're dealt. It's how you play the hand. The principles of wealth creation are 100% impartial. They aren't living beings, they have no feelings, and they couldn't care less who gets rich and who doesn't. But the great thing about wealth principles is that anyone can use them. Self-made millionaires are people just like you. If you apply the principles and make the smart choices that made them millionaires, you'll become one too. Based on LeBoeuf's law for managing time and money, you're about to learn 10 strategic choices for getting you to the winner's circle. And that means moving beyond the conventional choices that lead people into the time-money trap and keep them there. Choice number 1, which we will be discussing for the rest of this session, is best introduced with a little story. An American businessman was at the pier of a small coastal Mexican fishing village when a small boat with just one fisherman arrived. Inside the boat were several large yellowfin tuna. The American complimented the fisherman on his catch and asked how long it took to bag them. The fisherman replied, "Only a little while." The businessman asked why he didn't stay out longer, but the fisherman said he had enough to support his family's immediate needs. The American then asked, "But what do you do with the rest of your day?" The fisherman replied, "Well, I sleep late, fish a little, play with my children, take a siesta with my wife, and then I stroll into the village in the evening where I play the guitar with my friends. I have a full and busy life." The businessman scoffed at that and said, "I'm a Harvard MBA and I can help you. You should spend more time fishing. With the proceeds, you can buy a bigger boat, and with the proceeds from the bigger boat, you can buy even more boats. Eventually, you would have a fleet of fishing boats. Instead of selling your catch to a middleman, you would sell directly to the processor. Pretty soon, you'll have your own cannery. You would control the product, processing, and distribution. You'll leave this small coastal fishing village and move to Mexico City, then to Los Angeles, and then eventually to New York. Well, you'll run your expanding empire." The fisherman asked, "But how long will all this take?" "Probably 15 to 20 years, replied the businessman. "But what then, senor?" The American laughed and said, "Well, that's the best part. When the time is right, you announce an IPO and sell your company stock to the public and become very rich. You would make millions." "Millions, senor? Then what?" The American said, "Then you would retire, move to a small fishing village where you would sleep late, fish a little, play with your kids, take a siesta with your wife, stroll to the village in the evenings where you could sip wine and play your guitar with your amigos." Someone emailed that story to me, and maybe you got it too, because it has been widely circulated on the internet. The ubiquity of it tells me that there are a lot of us questioning our work and our life. Are you dancing to the beat of your own music or someone else's? If it's the latter, wake up. You are financially and emotionally shortchanging yourself. The first and most important smart choice is to live the life you want. The most successful people are the ones who decide what they want out of life first. That's priority one.
You have everything you need to succeed. What you have is enough. Why do you have this book in your hand? Probably because you are searching for something more. For example, information. You want to become a better person. But from the very first day that man was made, was created by God, he was endowed and infused with everything he needs to succeed in life. You don't really need this book to succeed. Everything is already in you. What this book seeks to do is to identify, or to cause you to identify what you already have.